Hey, good morning, family. I just wanted to come at you, kind of give you an update on the garden and what has been going on. If you can see behind me, we have 2 new beds that we just built yesterday, and a lot of things going on, a lot of plans in the makings right now. We are planning on putting 2 more beds over here behind me to the right, and then actually, so that would be a total of 8 beds. And then right here where we have our blackberry bushes, we're not going to put 4 beds in this section right here. We'll put 1 bed on each side, and we're just going to kind of have this open sitting area where the black bushes are, just to give us some space to just I don't know, do whatever, harvest plants, weed, sit and meditate, enjoy the garden. So we have a lot of plans in the making, and trying to get it all done before planting season starts. I'll take you over here to see the tomatoes in just a minute that we've started. So we're planning on, I believe it's 2 full beds of tomatoes. And do you guys do this? Like, I had these plans, and then seeds have become a problem with me, and I've bought more seeds than I have places to plant them all. So we've had to kind of revamp our plans a little bit. But we are going to get in this area right here where the blackberry bushes are, since we're not building beds right there, we're going to get some of those big tubs, and we're going to, the plan is to put plant potatoes in the big tubs. And also my husband had this awesome idea last night. See that fence line right there? So we're always trying to plant flowers around for pollinators, to encourage pollinators, and I've been wanting to plant some wildflowers, so we're going to just till up right along that fence line and plant wildflowers. In the past, we've sort of shied away from planting much around that fence line, just because if we have to repair the fence, it's, you know, a hassle. If something is growing on the fence, like running roses or anything like that, then we've got to cut everything back before we can actually do that. And are we going to damage the plants when we're working on the fence or whatever? So we figured wildflowers, not going to be a big deal. If they, you know, if we have to repair something, we'll just mow over them. They'll come back. Whatever. So wildflowers it is on the fence line. Plus it'll just be something pretty to look at when we look on our back porch, and the bees will love it as well. We had a great day yesterday. I took my granddaughter to D&J Apiary for a short little field trip. They are a local bee farm, and learned so much about beekeeping. They actually give beekeeping classes, like it's like an all-day Saturday class, and we're seriously considering looking into beekeeping, but there's a lot more into it than I realized, so the learning curve is going to be huge for us, but it seems like such an interesting thing. And I talked to a friend yesterday that has actually done beekeeping, and the first year they harvested enough honey that lasted them for 2 years. And she said they're actually just now running out. The queen died, and then they had issues with the mites, I believe. So it's like it was a battle, but what they got the first year lasted them for 2 years. And they're not a small family. I think there's 6 in that family. So that's pretty awesome, I think. So that's one thing that we did yesterday that was pretty cool. And so let me take you over here to the tomato starts and show you how they're coming along. So this is what we've got started so far. And because we're in Florida and the weather has been so nice lately, we actually got some rain last night, so these plants got some good rainwater instead of just well water. But we have 50 tomato plants, which is a little intimidating to me to think about. Wow, that's a lot of tomatoes to put up, but I'm excited about it. We have, I think I've told you guys before, but we have Jet Stars, we have Roma, and then we have beefsteak tomatoes. So those are our 3 tomatoes. And then over here to the very left, the far left, we have some banana peppers and nadapinos, and I believe those are, I don't know if they're leeks or onions planted over there. My bell peppers did not come up. So here's a lesson for you about replanting. So the bell peppers I bought from seed last year, and they were they produced beautifully. We got some pretty bell peppers from them. We did get hornworms on our bell pepper, one of our bell peppers, because they were next to the tomato plants, which that won't happen this year. I saved seeds from a couple bell peppers, and they saved beautifully. They dried beautifully. They looked like healthy seeds, but they have not sprouted from what I've planted. And I believe that is because they were not heirloom seeds. And so that's one of the issues that you run into when you try to save seeds from plants that are not heirloom plants. So I've learned my lesson about that. I think, you know, every year, I've listened to Roots and Refuge Farm, and she talks about her letting your waiting room be your classroom. And I don't, that's true. That is so true. What can you learn while you're waiting? What can you know, it doesn't have to be this just waiting and twiddling your thumbs because you're ready to do something, but learn all that you can learn until you get to the stage where you're ready to do. But also, I think failure is not failure unless you don't learn anything from it. So failure can be a step to success, because failure is where you learn your lessons and you learn what not to do the next time. I saw this video a long time ago about Michael Jordan. And Michael Jordan, you know, is one of the best basketball athletes around. And they were talking about, and I don't know the numbers, how many shots that he's actually made. But do you know, and that was a record-breaking number of shots. Like, he's scored the most points in whatever. But do you know he's also missed more shots than he's made? So it's like you learn from your failures. You learn from, my granddaughter and I were talking in homeschooling the other day, and I asked her about making a choice about an algebraic equation. I was like, what'd you do? Do you want this one or do you want this one? And she didn't want to even choose because of being afraid to fail. And I told her, I was like, it's okay to fail. It is okay. Failure has such a negative connotation to it, but there's so much good that can come from failure because we learn what not to do next time. And so with my banana peppers here that haven't reproduced, it's okay. I know what not to do next time, and I've learned from that. So I will be successful in the future with my pepper plants. So just take heart when you do something that's in the garden and it just doesn't work like the way you imagined it to work. Research and find out what did I not do? What can I do next time? And why didn't this work? Learn from it, and you will be the most successful gardener around. So just wanted to leave that with you guys. So we're back in the garage, and that concludes another video for us on That Homestead Family. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hey, hit the like and subscribe to our channel, and we would love for you to be a part of That Homestead Family. And also, don't forget, do your best and let God do the rest. Bye-bye.